It is another hot, scorching day here along the coast, everybody, but I've got some great company with me today. We have our guest co-host, Lili Oller from Water Lily, joining us. Leah Rizzo, she'll be back in a day or so as she gets off some vacation time, much earned, hard worked. But Lili, I want to talk to you about, this outfit first. This is incredible. You've got a jumper. I love it.
It's a jumpsuit. It's phenomenal. I'm channeling Charlie's Angels today.
I love it, you know, especially that 70s vibe, and I like everything that's on, that's sewn in here, the flowers and all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of embroidery, a little snake, because I can bite if I need to.
If you need to. So if somebody wanted to pick this up or any of the things you guys have at Water Lily, where do they need to go?
They can go to the Boardwalk store in Bethany Beach, or they can go to the Ocean View store, or online, waterlily.com.
Now, you're somebody that enjoys the coast. You love being out here. You love the beaches. We all do. But you like going early morning. Can you kind of take me through why that's your choice?
Yeah, I just got out of the water. I rinsed off so I didn't have to smell. You have to sit next to a fishy smell. But yes, in the morning, we're in the water by 5:30. It's quiet. The sun is coming up. It's zen, and it's all to ourselves. Yes, there's people watching the sunrise, but it's us, and it's the best way to start the day.
Kind of beats the crowds. Yes. You get kind of your own moment there.
A great parking spot right in the front, and you unload your boards, because we paddleboard every morning. So I can't live without it, and I hate it in the winter because I don't do it in the winter.
It gets just a little too cold.
I'm not into the wetsuits anymore. It's too much work.
Well, speaking of the water, and this is a little bit of a sad story here, but it's something that I wanted to talk about because it's happening on our coast. Just recently in Ocean City, a loggerhead sea turtle was pulled out of the water. It got injured. It had been hit by a boat, got a crack on the shell, leaving it in critical condition according to the rescuers. And this is something that's happened a couple of different times here this year. They've kind of seen an uptick in these kinds of things, which is sad to see. It happens when it's busy, when there's a lot of boats. We have a lot of people wanting to go places.
Right.
So something to keep in mind. But I scored an exclusive interview for this with one of the actual sea turtle liaisons. And I got to tell you guys, they're a little upset. Hey man, you guys on the boats better quit hitting me and my shelled brethren, because we are down to just two options. One, we enter into negotiations with our bigger, rougher, tougher buddies of the sea, the killer whales, and they start sinking those boats. Two, we track down that ooze that turned regular turtles into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We fight back ourselves. I already love pizza. How hard can it be to learn a bow staff? Leave us alone. Oh, and to the National Aquarium who keeps saving us, much love. All right, Lili, they seem like they're a little upset down there under the ocean.
I don't blame them. That was epic. I love it. Elite.
So I want to focus now on your expertise. You're
Sure.
a business owner. You work with a lot of people, and there's new information out from Boston University about people that are a little too nosy at work. So my first question is, have you ever worked with somebody that maybe is a little too nosy in your years in working?
This might get me in trouble. But yes, yes, and when they're right in your face, you can't breathe, you can't think. They want to manipulate everything. They want to pull your strings, and I clam up. I don't say anything. That's the only poker face I can give.
It shuts you down when somebody gets a little too intrusive.
Yes, not creative, I'm not myself, and I feel stifled.
I think that's a pretty common reaction. Now listen to some of the information they gave us here. The study found that nosy behavior at work leads to more stress, less knowledge sharing, and that's kind of what you're talking about. You're shutting down, you're not sharing with people, and lower performance. The study also found that in cutthroat or competitive office cultures, the nosiness was even more common. So I get the feeling that is people trying to find an edge, trying to get ahead of somebody else. Maybe you know what's going on, so jump around you.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I mean, you want to know, but I guess I'm competitive to a degree.
I'm competitive, but I am also one of those people that likes to get along with everybody.
Yes.
I'm not trying to, step on somebody else to get ahead. Yeah, maybe I would be further along in my life if I did. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good thing. I'm not sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put this up on our Facebook, on our Coast Life Facebook. Go there. You can tell us what you think about it. Have you ever had somebody that was a little too nosy at work? We want to hear from you. Moving on to something else, as we're sitting here, you might notice I have my phone in my hand. Are you a big phone person?
I have to admit, yes.
A lot of this, a lot of scrolling.
Yes. I try not to do it when I first wake up. That's a no-no. But all day, oh my gosh.
What is your poison of choice when it comes to the internet? Are you on TikTok or Twitter? Or are you looking at articles? Are you texting?
Articles? I need it fast. I have the attention of a fly. Come on, quick, rapido. So no, I need to be moving.
So what do you look at?
Runway shows.
You know what?
Fashion.
That's called doing your job.
I know, it's work, but it's not. And things that inspire me. Traveling, swimming with orcas, which is my new thing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go do that. So yes,
terrifying.
That or swimming with humpback whales.
Have you seen orcas in the wild?
No.
So I have.
You have? Oh yes.
So from Alaska, and we were on a whale watching thing. We saw everything. We saw gray whales, orcas, puffins, all that stuff.
I would jump in.
And a pod of orcas came at our boat. Here's our boat. The biggest one went like this, flipped under his. So we saw his belly, and then came up on the other side.
Oh, how magical!
But
they tip boats over.
They can't. Well, we were in a big boat. But if you're on your phone a lot, as I'm about to be here and explaining this, you might need to fight what they call tech neck. Now, let me explain to you what tech neck is. It's that you're always looking down and you get tight in here. Now, the latest trend to try and combat that, it's called adult tummy time, and it's exactly like it sounds like. You imagine little kids laying on their bellies. You're supposed to.
It's not sitting on somebody's tummy and jumping up and down.
Exactly. So experts say just 10 minutes a day of tummy time can fight tech neck, and here's how it works. Lying on your stomach stretches your chest, opens your spine, and it helps reverse that hunched over position that you can get into.
Your tummy is on the ground.
Tummy's got to be on the ground.
And your face is
face down, trying to kind of lift that head up a little bit. You know, like those yoga poses where you kind of do like almost like the airplane you would do when you were a little kid. Yeah. But again, for me, I do find it hard if I'm not on a soft floor. I need a mat or something because my knees are just drumming into the ground.
Like the Tin Man, you have to roll down to get up and roll back up and use something to.
And it's the getting down and up part that is.
I might try it. I might try, but you know what? I have a friend who swears by that.
Doing the.
It's called the tummy time.
Tummy time.
Tummy time. But she does it on. She even did it at the parking lot in Giant.
Oh my gosh!
To show us how it was done. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Margie. Oops.
You may have been called out.
It's true.
But I mean, I think that's also the great thing about yoga, Pilates, things like that, is it puts your body in those stretched positions. I can see how, as we all walk around like drones with our phones and do this on the couch and do this on the couch, it's just not the best for your neck back here.
Or you're here. We got to elevate.
Got to keep everything looking right.
Gravity's not in our favor at this time of our life, my life.
So tell us what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Is this something you would try? Would you do a little tummy time to just try and combat that tech neck? Do you experience tech neck? We'd love to hear from you. Now we're going to take a break here on Coast Life, but we got a lot more with Lili and a lot more show coming your way.
From the kitchen to your screen, that's right, we're cooking up something special here with Chef Zeus at Benvenuto in Milford. And this week's dish of the week, you are definitely gonna wanna try. All that flavor, flair, fun, and more coming up on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group. This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Stanley Steemer.
You know, Coast Life fans, middle of the summer, it gets busy. You're out, you're going to the beach, you may be tracking sand into the house. There's all sorts of things going on. Do you like to do a big summer clean, or are you more, Lili, a fall or spring person? Do you have a time of year that you focus on kind of getting the house in order?
That's something that my mom and I talk about all the time. She's like, oh, today we're washing clothes. I'm like, what? I can't relate with that. I only clean, she has a saying, where the mother-in-law walks. So it's like where you walk. And I live in a tiny, tiny cottage. So where the mother-in-law walks, that's all I clean. Everything else can accumulate and I'll deal with it later.
You'll get to it and you get to it. Well, if you've been putting off that cleaning for a while and maybe it is finally time to deal with it, you know who can help out an awful lot? The gang over at Stanley Steemers.
When summer hits, the backyard becomes the main stage. But if your outdoor furniture looks worn out, stained, or just a little gross, it can put a damper on the party. Unless, of course, you've got the pros at Stanley Steemer on your side.
Stanley Steemer can clean any type of, whether it's fabric or maybe have wicker. We're able to do light pressure washing of furniture.
The team at Stanley Steemer says they've seen it all. Cushions are usually the first to show signs of wear.
For the fabric cushions, we're able to clean those depending on the quantity you have and how soiled it is, or if you have mildew stains. Sometimes we can clean them at the home, or we can take them back to our facility for cleaning.
And what's on those cushions might surprise you. After a long winter in storage, a little bit of everything can show up.
We're getting a lot of calls where their blue cushions now have a yellow tint. Maybe last summer you had barbecues outside, people spilled some things, you didn't catch it when you put them away for the winter, so now you're opening up and you're finding food stains on some cushions, maybe mildew stains because you kept the cushions stored in a damp area. So we have lots of different solutions and processes to try to remove all the stains and spots as possible.
The cleaning method depends on the material. Fabric and hard surfaces each need their own approach.
The biggest difference between cleaning fabric cushions or metals or plastic is going to be the solutions we use and then the tools. So for fabric cushions, we're going to use a small handheld tool that contains a vacuum and a solution line that's going to apply a cleaning solution, immediately extract it back out. For the hard surfaces, we'll apply a cleaner, use a low pressure heated water to safely rinse it without causing any damage, and leave it looking clean for you.
Eric says their services go beyond just a typical clean.
Professional cleaning does help to extend the life of your outdoor patio cushions. So not just the cleaning itself, but having a dry soil protectant reapplied to it following the professional cleaning, which is something that we can also provide.
To avoid the same cleanup next summer, Eric says it all starts with storage.
The biggest advice that I would have to maintain your patio furniture or cushions throughout the summer kind of starts with the storing of it over the winter. Keep it in a dry place. That way you don't open up to the mildew stains in the summer. But just try to cover them in, if it's going to rain, try to keep them covered or remove them from outside.
And if you have a spill,
blot up as much as you can, remove the solids, and call a professional.
Whether it's pollen, stains, sand, or mildew, Stanley Steemer can help you make your patio feel fresh again.
I got to tell you, they certainly made everything look a lot better. The before, the after, when you have a group that can help you with that, it's a big help. It certainly takes a little bit off my own plate, I know.
Yes.
Well, we've got more Coast Life coming your way. Stick around. This is what we've got.
New floors without ever having to leave your living room. That's right, coming up on COASTLIFE, we're in Salisbury with Matt the Carpet Guy, where convenience meets creativity and the options are endless.
Plus, we can't waste having Lili Oller from Water Lily here on the couch with us. We're going to talk to her about dressing Leah Rizzo, because she's the one that does that every day, all week long, all the time. So we're going to find out what goes into that, how she makes the decisions, and how the two of them kind of come together and decide what the look and style is going to be for the show.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Matt the Carpet Guy.
Finding the perfect floor doesn't have to mean wandering a showroom. Not when Matt the Carpet Guy brings the option straight to you. But today we're going straight to Matt the Carpet Guy, the owner of this business. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks for stopping in and talking.
Of course, yes. We're here in your Salisbury location, but you do have multiple locations.
We do. So this Salisbury location, we've been here for about 14 months, but our main headquarters is located in Selbyville, Delaware.
Yes. And then where's your coverage area? Who do you serve?
Yeah, so we service Wycomico County, Worcester County, Sussex County, and we are now servicing Accomack, Virginia County, and we are servicing Kent County, Delaware. So super excited about those two little areas that we're going into.
Yes, you're expanding fast. That's awesome.
Life is good.
Yes, and then 300,000 floor selections that you have. How does this speed up the process for a customer?
So what is unique is that we have over 300,000 square feet in stock. So that we have about 85 different colors of LVP in stock. So we're able to get jobs done faster, give you more of a selection, and not have to wait on ordering it or whatnot. So people love the selection that we have and the fastness, if that's even a word, how quick we get things done.
Yes, you're very efficient here at Matt the Carpet Guy. That's awesome. So tell us what inspired this journey. How did it begin? How did we get here?
Yeah, so I started out, I moved from Pennsylvania when I was 21, started out as a carpet helper, and eventually had my own business, and I said, hey, what can I do? And just loved flooring and carpet. And now I have 2 stores, have a great staff. We have over 100 years of combined experience in my sales staff. So very proud of that. We attract the best of the best, whether it's installers or help, and just super excited about giving that experience out to the customer and giving a 5-star experience. We have over 300 5-star reviews on Google, so super excited about that.
Yes, and part of that 5-star experience is the in-home appointments that you offer. How does that process work?
Yeah, so what's really cool about what we do is that you call in, you make an appointment, we send, you give us a little bit of information about what you're looking for as far as if it's carpet or LVP, colors and selections, and then we come out to you. It's a free estimate. Like there's companies that charge, we charge nothing. We come out to you, take measurements, bring out selections, and I would say 80% of the time you're buying or you're selecting something and we're writing up a contract right then and there. And then within 2 weeks, we're getting it done. The process is so seamless.
That does sound very seamless. Like I said earlier, they're very efficient at Matt the Carpet Guy.
Absolutely.
And then I know you guys are building a warehouse. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so our Selbyville store is half warehouse, half showroom. So we're getting into different types of LVP, and we're eventually going to break into hardwood and tile. So we need room to show samples.
Yes.
So we are building a 10,000 square foot warehouse behind our Selbyville location strictly for a warehouse. Then we're turning our 11,000 square foot store into a full retail showroom. So super excited about that, and it's been 2 years in the making.
Awesome. And then I've heard that you had a lot of fun making your commercials. I'm sure you guys seen them. They're very popular. Why is showing your personality and your brand important to this?
So I'm a big believer. One, I want to entertain people, and I think there's a lot of commercials on TV that are just so like basic. So I'm like, I want to entertain, but I also want to build the brain. Like I want people to be like, oh, that's commercial, or it's a billboard or something like that. And people, if they don't know who you are, they can't do business with you. So I'm like trying to build that brand in a fun, family-oriented way.
Yes. And how does family contribute to your business?
So I have 6 kids. I tell people 6 kids, 2 dogs, and I do have a wife. She's always missed. So the kids are definitely part of the commercials, and my oldest, Kalia, she's part of that cabinet store, which I own, and she's a store manager there. So we're definitely focused in bringing the next generation in to the business, and hopefully keep it going for generations to come.
So whether you're chasing durability, elegance, or just want floors that keep up with real life, Matt the Carpet Guy has got you covered 1 square foot at a time. You know who else got you covered? COASTLIFE. That's coming up.
Hey COASTLIFE fans, all day we've been hanging out here with Lili Oller from Water Lily. She's been our great guest co-host. And over there at Water Lily, it's, you got a bunch of different styles. I mean, we're looking at one today, we saw you yesterday, but on the couch here, every day when Leah's here, she's wearing stuff that you curate for her. So I wanted to ask you about dressing somebody else, because it's got to be a little bit different than dressing for your own style.
Right. Well, you got to listen. She's coming in to look for A, B, C, or D, right? And you listen. Okay, she's going on a cruise. She's going to Greece. That's very common. Greece or Italy. And I want a dress. I want this. So we'll start preparing the dressing room. Let's start showing her things. And once we see the fit, then it becomes easier. Okay, she's got a smaller waist, bigger shoulders. Okay, kind of tend to those things.
Body style, yes. All of those things, even skin tone, all of that seems to go into this.
But the most important is that she feels like $1 million. you'll see her when she's standing up a little straighter. Oh, I like this. And when she's with other girls, I hate to say this, but it's so true, other girls cancel her out. It drives me crazy. It looks great on her, and I'll just reach out and I'm like, do you love it? Yes, I do. That's all that matters. Don't listen to the noise. Maybe because they can't wear it, and it looks so awesome on her. You know, like, girls are horrible.
I've always loved that, though, about fashion. Part of it is confidence. It's self-confidence. Now, you do have to feel good in the outfit to make that happen, but a certain amount of confidence can turn something into that maybe somebody else couldn't pull off into being the exact right thing for you.
Right, exactly. And, you know, and maybe they're dependent on their husbands. Well, I gotta ask my husband. And you know what I tell him? Does he ask you what tool to buy when he's at Lowe's? No. He doesn't say, hey, honey, should I buy this drill?
I'm just trying to imagine my wife being like, let me get your opinion on this outfit. In fact, the few times that she does, if it's a this or this, if I say this, she's almost always going with
the
this.
other way, right?
Sometimes it just clarifies what you wanted to do already.
Yeah, and when you see that, you're like, okay, I got work to do with her, you know, or what are you buying now? Kind of a thing. Like, she's not buying a house. She's just buying something that's going to elevate her, pick her up, because who knows what she needs, you know. And you see everything, but definitely the confidence of something that she's never even thought of, you know, like for the example, this jumpsuit, it came in, it was stratospherically cool, and we've almost sold out of it, because when they put it out, it's got crazy stretch, so it fits all different body types, and when they come out, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so great, and that's my goal. I want you to leave there, wear it, and come back like, gosh, I peeled a little bit of that old layer of her old self and bring that girl that, you know, we forget about.
But that's always been there, just hiding under the surface, just has always been there. You just needed the right outfit, the right feeling, the right person to help you bring it back out.
Yeah, love it. It's bringing that inner child. It's like when I go paddling, that's my inner child is out there. We're screaming, we're yelling, we're singing, and that's what I do with clothes.
So when it comes to Leah, what have you found with the outfits? Are there certain colors that she has leaned towards, or are there certain styles? What have you noticed over the last few weeks?
It's a big learning curve, you know, because now I know that she's a fall, so I know what to steer to, like the color wise. Obviously on my end, oh, this looks wonderful, but on camera it doesn't look great, you know, and I also see it when I take pictures. Ooh, that just doesn't look good. So I've had the best time pulling for her, because like I'm into fall now and some winter buying for her. She's like my muse, and I love her. Her skin is perfect, and she is willing to wear whatever, and that's the best part, because when I do fashion shows and you have a model is a person who you're going to use her physique to display your clothes. You know, she has no say in it. And she's fantastic. She wears it all. And when I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm never putting that on her again. Or when it's really awesome and she shows it and she's alive in her pictures, I'm like, okay, I gotta buy more like that.
She's always a good, I say selling, not in the way of like selling the clothes, but like she sells the feel, the fit, the vibe. And I think that that's always what's very cool. Because I'll come in, you know, every day, and she's always got the new water lily outfit, and it, you know, always looks great. So I think it's really cool to see how it is shifted the look on our couch as we do our show. And again, you talked about that confidence. I think she wears that stuff with great confidence and really brings her personality through it.
Yes, it does. And when the ones that she loves, oh, I can see it right away. I'm like, oh, I got to buy more like that. And it's great. I have loved everything about dressing her.
So if somebody wants to get any of those outfits, let's tell the people at home, where do they got to go? How do they find them?
You can go to waterlily.com or visit us on the boardwalk or in Ocean View.
So that's great. It's a great opportunity. Get out there, look good. They're always going to listen to what you have to say over there at Water Lily, because they want you to feel confident, ready to attack the world, and again, to maybe let that person back out that's, you know, been a little muted after a couple of years. Let's be bold. All right, we are going to take a break. We do have more of this show coming up. Stick around. We are going to get into some of that good eating with Benvenuto. Plus, we have a great debate, and this one I'm going to really enjoy. We're going to be out on the beach. We're going to be talking about flip-flops versus barefoot. Which do you prefer? I know which I prefer. And Lili, I got to tell you, she's got opinions. You won't want to miss that. So stick around for more COASTLIFE.
If you've been working your way through Selbyville and you happen to see this treasure of a building behind me with the adorable pink windows, well, you'll be happy to know that the real treasure lies inside. Jewelry of all sorts and more is what you'll find inside Sasha's Jewels in Selbyville.
Whether you're shopping for jewelry and unique gemstone finds, or you're looking to sell, Madeline Shivers, owner of Sasha's Jewels in Selbyville, is one of the best sets of eyes in the business. A business that she took an interest in when she was only 16.
Graduate gemology is taught by the GIA, Gemological Institute of America, and I started taking those classes when I was in the 10th grade, 16. And I just figured if I were going to be doing jewelry, I needed to get an education and know what I was talking about. And I actually got one of my best buys when I was 16. I bought a little pin for $16, and I took it back and showed my mother, who was an antique dealer, and I said, "Look at this, isn't it great?" And she said, "I saw it, it's not real." I'm like, "It is." I sold it for $850.
If you stop inside the house with the pink windows in Selbyville, here's just some of the treasures that you'll find inside.
I have fossils, I have geodes, I have uncut stones, unset semi-mounts with like diamonds, and you can put whatever stone you want in it. If you find a piece that you like in my shop and you want your stone in it, I can switch them out. I can size rings, I set stones, I do custom designs, and I have a myriad of vintage castings that I have collected for the last few years.
In addition to all sorts of unique pieces, Madeline has different price points as well.
I have costume rooms that have dollar jewelry, and I have vintage pins and things like that that I've bought from estates, because I'll buy anything: gold, silver, costume, broken pieces, single earrings, missing stones. I can turn single earrings into pendants, you know, if they're somebody's favorite thing and they want to keep it, but they only have one now.
Got some jewelry you're looking to sell? Sasha makes the process easy.
When they come to sell jewelry, I generally give them about an hour's worth of time, and I like to do it one-on-one. So it's really important to make an appointment, because if I have, 4 or 5 people in the shop, it's hard for me to give them the attention that I would like to.
If you'd be interested in learning a basic understanding of how to spot valuable jewelry, Madeline is planning on sharing her expertise.
Well, treasure hunting, I can teach you how to tell real stones from fake stones. You're not going to have a graduate gemology degree, but you can tell certain things, and you can tell whether it's gold or not, and I have lots of samples for people to look at. And I'm doing my curriculum for it now, and then probably in the fall I'm going to be holding the treasure hunting class. So people will be able to go to yard sales and look at things and know that they're real or not. Then I'm going to be also doing jewelry classes, where you can learn to do basic things with jewelry and necklaces and beading and how to do things. And not yet, but sometime in the near future, I'll probably be doing soldering classes, stone setting, and things like that.
Not only is Sasha an expert in her field, she also loves what she does.
When you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. So it's just fun, and I really enjoy it.
Madeline said that if you have any pieces of jewelry lying around and you've got questions about them, just come see her. She won't charge you for making the appointment, but maybe you've got some hidden treasures in your home. So if you do, head to Sasha's Jewels and make sure you make that appointment first. But for now, there's more fun headed your way that you're not going to want to miss.
Oh, every week we like to get into it. We like to go a few rounds in our great debate. And Lili, today I can't wait to get your opinion on this because you are a big beach person. When you go to the beach, flip-flops on the beach or bare feet on the beach, which do you prefer?
Okay, I grew up on the beach my whole life in Panama and here in Bethany. Bare feet. You just can't wear flip-flops. And those people who trek it and flip-flop and the sand everywhere.
Sand is going all over the place.
Yes, when it's super, super hot. In Panama, the beaches are black. So you have to, it's like walking on coals.
Yeah, you need something.
You need it. When I went to visit Katie Zarilli in Maine, it's all rock. You can't walk on that. You know, even my dog, her poor paws got really raw. But here in flat, sandy beach, I better not catch you wearing shoes or tennis shoes or boots in that beach or water shoes.
Not a fan of the look? You just don't like it?
There's a place for that, but at the beach, and there's no rocks here. I can't handle that, and it just I cringe. It's like a bad outfit.
Well, I love that you have a passionate take on this one. I agree with you for the most part in that, like, if I go to the beach, I might wear flip-flops up to the sand.
Yes.
And then I'm going to kick those off, and I like to be barefoot. The only exception is when it gets just so hot that you're burning your toes on the way.
Or you're going to the bathroom or the shower.
Yeah, you're going to want to be protected there.
You gotta wear the shoes, otherwise the water shoes are okay for that. But other than that, oh gosh, please don't put those on. They're horrible.
I love the distinction that you made though about back home in Panama with the darker beaches, because yes, that does have to get a different kind of hot.
Yeah, and the girls here for the most part that are girls, to do the umbrellas, you'll see them wearing socks because it's so hot. So why don't they develop a shoe like a oven mitt, you know, or a sock that you can wear or something because it's too hot? But it still would be so ugly.
Well, listen, that might be $1 million idea right there. You can't just give those away. So like we do all the time, we want to throw this out to our fans that are out there on Facebook following us. We want to know, what do you think, flip-flops or bare feet? Let us know how you feel about it. Since we're talking about the beach already and we're talking about, the footwear you can bring to the beach, is there any other beach must-haves for you? I know you like to go early, I know you like to paddleboard, but when you're just going to go sit out, what do you like to bring with you to the beach?
Sunscreen. Sunscreen, my partner has had too many cancer little things, and it's true. I mean, I grew up in the days, I could be your mom probably, baby oil, Coca-Cola, anything to get brown and to get color. And so I had my fair shares of, things, and sunscreen, you gotta have it.
Gotta protect yourself.
Yes. And snacks or something to eat. Or
what's the best beach snack?
Oh, for me, peanut butter and jelly on
peanut
white
butter
bread.
And jelly, nice.
It has to be on white. And after a paddle, peanut butter and jelly on white bread. Nothing else, though. No multigrain, no healthy. It has to be white.
This snack is not for the health benefits. This snack is just because this is what tastes good.
And crunchy peanut butter.
You know what? After my own heart right there. It's interesting, I have become a crunchy peanut butter person only in the last 5 years.
Oh.
I never used to be growing up. And then at some point, it just flipped, and now it's the only way I like to do my PB&Js.
Yes, you gotta have that crunchiness. Or I love egg salad on white bread with a little lettuce, crunchy lettuce to, crunch it up.
Love an egg salad. I don't know if I'm taking it at the beach to me. I feel like it's going to get too sticky with sand somehow. It's going to flood onto my sandwich. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it.
And when you have kids, their hands are dirty and you're eating and it's just grit. I'm like, oh no, I don't share at the beach.
Well, that brings up maybe next week or down the line we'll have another great debate over what the peanut butter is better, whether it's regular or crunchy. But again, we do want to turn everybody to our Facebook page. Go tell us how you feel about being out on the beach. Are you flip-flops on the beach? Do you prefer bare feet? Or maybe it just depends on how hot that sand is. We are going to take another break, but don't go anywhere. Right after this, we're going to get one of those great meals from Benvenuto. You will not want to miss it. It's our dish of the week.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Benvenuto.
Coast Life, we're serving up flavor, flair, and fresh ingredients at Benvenuto in Milford. I'm here with Chef Zeus Gordani. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing, Miss Kendall?
I'm doing good. So we
Good to
have our
see you.
dish of the week today. Tell me, what is it?
Yes. So, look, summer's here. So what we wanted to do was prepare really nice seared diver scallops. We're going to serve them over this beautiful tomato and corn salad. So what we're going to do is, first and foremost, is we're going to get those scallops seared.
Yes.
Now, you need a really hot pan, all right? Good oil and lots of butter so we can baste it. Perfect dry scallops, all right? Now, for the accompaniment for this dish is this salad. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some fresh local corn that we just shucked, all right? We're going to just add some of this corn to this. And I like these pieces like that. See, it shows you, hey, these guys are using fresh corn. Okay, so some corn. We have some tomatoes coming to us out of New Jersey, which, hey, we love our neighbors, right?
Yes.
All right, we have some onion here. All right, some nice red onion. I love red onion. I know a lot of guys and gals aren't big on onions. I just love a good fresh red onion. All right, we're going to use some green onion here. All right, now, real simple. We're going to use a little salt. Okay. All right, because you need salt, right?
Yeah.
And look, I always say salt and pepper is to food what crayons are to a coloring book. Right?
I love that.
Think about it. That's where the color
That's
is.
so true.
All right, so some black pepper. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie this together with some of our tomato vinaigrette.
Oh, that looks delicious.
So in some of our dishes here, we roast these tomatoes off, just in a beautiful vinaigrette, and that's what we have here. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of this tomato vinaigrette. All right, we're going to give this a nice little toss. See those beautiful colors?
That is very
Right.
beautiful.
And the thing is, while we're preparing this salad too, we have to make sure it tastes good. All right, so we're going to give a little taste test. All right. So one for you, one for me.
Thank
I
you.
always just taste this corn. If the corn's good,
And the corn's good.
and that was perfectly seasoned, right? First try. So you know what we're going to do now is we're going to plate this up. All right. So we're going to go to the pass here. I'm going to show you how this is plated. All right.
Awesome. Let's go. All right, Zeus, I think I'm all ready to plate this up.
Yes. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. So these are our scallops that we seared. See how beautiful these look? Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this salad here and watch how simple this is. And again, I love playing with colors.
Yes.
And this is perfect for summer. See all those beautiful colors we have in there? So we're just going to do our salad as a base like that. Okay. We are then going to come over here to these beautiful diver scallops.
Oh, look at that.
We're going to set these right on top here. Okay. And then our secret weapon here is we're going to just hit it with a little more of this tomato vinaigrette that we have. And for good measure, right out of our Benvenuto garden, we're going to add some fresh basil for that summer pop.
That looks
All right.
absolutely beautiful.
And look at that.
Look at that.
I mean, that's summer on a plate, isn't it?
That is, and it was like
Right?
really quick to put together
It
too.
is. You know, and Kendall, here's the thing. I feel that the best cooking is simple cooking.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we love here at Coast Life. Just good, simple dishes. Not only that you can come in and try, but maybe some of the guests can make it home.
For
All right?
sure.
But there you have it. Seared diver scallops with a summer corn and tomato salad.
That looks
Tomato
delicious.
vinaigrette.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Awesome, yes.
So what inspired you to create this dish?
You know what? I get inspiration from everywhere. Sometimes I may see another chef that I follow, maybe just do something, but I like to keep things as simple as possible. All right, because when food is too over pretentious or there's too many steps or, you kind of lose people.
Yes.
Me, I like a good, a good steak or a good scallop. I don't want a lot of things to mask the flavor of that scallop, and that does exactly the opposite here. So we just have the salad with the corn stand on its own, the scallops stand on their own, and then somehow that tomato vinaigrette just pulls them together.
Yes, Coast Life, all these colors, all the flavors complement each other so well. And Zeus, I know this Friday you have a Summer Slaughter Beach Murder Mystery Dinner.
Yes.
Tell me all about this event.
So look, $75, all right? And we have Lightfoot Productions out of Lewis. They're going to come out. 6 actors, and they're just amazing. They do a really good job. So it's themed with, Slaughter Beach right down the road. If you haven't done any of these murder mystery dinners, I would suggest coming out and just trying it out. It's awesome. We're going to have an amazing menu. And again, dinner, and the show, $75 this Friday. Go on our website and make your reservations.
Awesome. Go check them out, make their reservations. If they don't do a reservation, can they also walk in or?
I would definitely make a reservation.
Definitely make a reservation. Go check them out. But Coast Life, I want to take you back to the food one last time so you can get one last good look at it. It is so good and very fun. Look at all those colors. Yes, but you know what else is fun is Coast Life. There is more of that coming up. Well, Coast Life, our show is coming to an end. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Lili, thank you for joining us and filling in as a guest co-host.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, and if you want to see more of Lili, you can go to her boutique at Water Lily on Bethany Boardwalk. She has amazing pieces, just like this jumpsuit she's wearing today. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with it, so I'm going to be at Water Lily also. Leah will be joining us again tomorrow, so she'll be back from her trip. And until then, Charlie's getting ready for Coast TV News at 5, but we have a great show coming up for you tomorrow, and we'll see you then.